So let's just jump in because we got a lot of blushes to cover. So we're gonna start with MAC. The one I'm wearing today is actually from MAC. It is called Sunbasque, and this is what it looks like. As you can see, it is one of my favorites. I have even hit pan on this. I wore this a ton last summer. I remember this was like my go-to blush. It's just perfect. It's very bronzy, as you can see on my cheeks. It's got a little bit of shimmer to it. It just gives you that nice bronze summery glow that you're going for. So that is Sunbasque. I will also have all of these blushes listed in the description bar in the order that I showed them, in case I was going too quickly or you wanted how to spell the name or whatever. They will all be down there. So that is MAC's Sunbasque. Next, all right, let's just go with it. Let me find my other couple MACs that I love. Okay, this is MAC's Well Dressed, and again, I have hit pan on it. It is a lot lighter pink. It is a satin powder blush, but it is super light. You really kind of have to use a more heavy hand if you want to see that blush color, or if you're just going for something light, this would be perfect for you. If you're really not a huge blush person but you want a little glow, then Well Dressed is perfect. As you can see, Well Dressed is one of my favorites. I like that light color sometimes where I don't want it to be too crazy. So Well Dressed is perfect for that. And then Dame, this is a satin blush from MAC. It's a little bit darker than Well Dressed. Like if I compare the two next to each other, this is Well Dressed and this is Dame. You can see it's just got like more of a darker pink tone. They're both very light and very pink toned, but Dame is just a tad bit darker. So that's again one of my favorites, as I've hit pan on that one as well. Then let me see, I've got another lighter, this is Pink Tea. This is a satin blush from MAC. It is pretty similar to Well Dressed, but it pulls a little bit more peachy. So this is Well Dressed, and then this is Pink Tea. So you can see it's got a little bit more of a peachy tone to it, so Pink Tea is right there. Then we're gonna go with, let's see, these are all more pink tones. This is again got a little bit of a peach to it. This is Fleur Power. This is a satin color. You can just see it's definitely pink, but it's got a tiny bit of an orange tone to it. I love Fleur Power. I bought this last year as well. I really got into MAC blushes last year, but this one I can tell is one that I'm going to start to love. I really like peach tones on my skin tone, so that is Fleur Power. Then I am going to show you, this one is like pink. Like this is pink. Pincho Peach. I say that as I tell you it's pink, but it really is. Like, honestly, sometimes I don't understand where they get the names. Like, I'm going to swatch this one because I want you to see that it does pull very pink, even though the name is Pincho Peach. So right there, I'm hoping, yeah, I know you could tell that it's definitely pulls more pink. It has some subtle peach undertones, but love this. This is gorgeous. Like you can see from that, you really have to have a light hand with this one. It's definitely got some pigment to it. That is a sheer tone blush, which I noticed the sheer tones seem a little more pigmented to me, in my personal opinion, as opposed to the satin ones. So that is Pincho Peach. And then the last one that's pink tone from MAC is Desert Rose, and this is a matte blush. So I see a difference in the blush itself, even when I don't have to swatch it. I can tell with matte blushes from MAC that they are going to be a little bit more pigmented. So I will go ahead and swatch this so you can really see, like, please, look at how dark that is. So you can tell anything that's matte, really from any brand, is going to really have that pigment, but this is Desert Rose, again, from MAC. Very, very gorgeous, just dark. If you're a very light skin toned, Desert Rose probably wouldn't be for you, but I love it. It's pretty. I just use a light hand when I do use it, and that's good for days that I really want to have my cheeks give that nice pink color. Now the last three MAC blushes I have are more like brown or bronze colored, and I almost would consider them bronzers if I didn't know better, but they all are considered blushes. So this is Blushbaby. This is a sheer tone blush. This is like a lighter, if I were to say, yeah, one of the lighter that I have, at least. I like Blushbaby. This was one of my favorite bronze. I use this as a bronzer more than a blush. Like, I will highlight a little bit more with this or kind of contour in addition to adding something more pink as my blush. So this is Blushbaby. Then this is Gingerly. This is a little bit darker. This one, if I remember correctly, it comes off pretty pigmented on your, yeah. that is it right there. So Gingerly is a little bit darker. If you're not going for that, Gingerly probably wouldn't be for you. This is a sheer tone blush. And then the last MAC I have is Trace Gold. This is a sheer tone shimmer, so it's a little bit more sheer on your cheeks. You kind of have to work up to it, or when you just use a light hand, it would work out really well for you. So if you don't like that dark color and you don't want to have to work with it too much, Trace Gold would definitely be for you. So those are my MAC blushes. Okay, I went and washed my hand, though I think I scrubbed my hand a little too hard, so I am ready for more swatches if I want. We're going to move on to the rest. Next, I have Tarte, which I have 3 of them. 2 of them are like a smaller size, and then 1 is the bigger size. These are all the Amazonian Clay 12-hour blushes from Tarte, which if you have not tried one of these, please, you have not lived your blush life yet. Like, go in and go to either Ulta or Sephora, I know you can get Tarte from, and just try one out. Both of those stores have them available for you to try. Sometimes you can even get the little Tarte sets where it comes with like a lip gloss and one of the travel size blushes, so you can really try it. But these are some of my favorite blushes. So this is Fantastic. It is, let me see if it says anything about it. I don't think these have any separate, like, because some of them do have more shimmer and some of them don't. Like, some of them are even, I have one that's matte. It's not, actually, yes, it is this one. This is Fantastic, and it is matte. It's a bright, bright pink. I don't know, this may have been limited edition. Don't quote me on that. So this is Fantastic. Just a really nice, light, very light pink color. It is matte. It doesn't have any shimmer to it. Then my other is Magic. Again, this may have been limited edition because they're smaller. I think they came in a kit around Christmas time. So you could probably get them somewhere on the web if you looked. But, okay, this one, yes, this is also matte. It doesn't have any shimmer to it. Now, the one that I have that's full size I'm about to show you does have shimmer to it. But this is Magic. It's a little bit darker. It's got a little bit more of a peach tone to it. Gorgeous. Again, I love all of my Tarte blushes. Then my last one is a full size. This is Glisten. And as you can see, I'm hoping you can see. I'm going to swatch this one for you. This one does have some shimmer to it. It definitely pulls very peachy, kind of get like a golden peach, if you will. I think that's a good way to describe it. Right there, as you can see when I move my hand, definitely gives you a nice glisten. This is one though, like this swatch is like 3 or 4 really hard coats on there, so you could see my swatch obviously. But this one is really easy to just put a nice shimmery peachy glow on your cheeks. So if that's what you're going for, Glisten from Tarte would be it for sure. Check it out when you go in. I know this is in their permanent line because it's one of the bigger sizes. Then I've got 2 from Benefit. One of them is like a tiny, you can get these in their kits or etc. I don't know. But I like these sizes because I have so many blushes that I'm never going to use them all. And this kind of gives me a chance to try it out without having a whole bunch of blush that I'm not going to use. But this is Thrrrob, and it is a nice light pink color. I do want to swatch this because this is one, I'm hoping you can see it actually. It's very light pink. I hope you can see this. Crap. Yeah. It's right there underneath. I think you can kind of get a glimpse of it. You can definitely tell that it's a lighter pink. I love Thrrrob. Thrrrob is one of my favorite blushes this season. I go through phases, but Thrrrob I've been pulling out a ton lately, so that's Benefit Thrrrob. And then I have Bella Bomba in the big size from Benefit. This is gorgeous. It is definitely like a peachy pink color. I will go ahead and swatch this so that you can see because I think this one is really pretty. So there it is, definitely peachy pink. This one's more peachy, this top one this is the Tarte, but so this Bella Bomba has a little more pink to it, but you can see that it's got a nice glisten to it, a nice shimmer. Really, really gorgeous. I, again, liked Bella Bomba last, like spring, summer, the beginning of last year is when I got that, and I love it. Then I've got from theBalm Hot Mama. This is the only blush that I have from theBalm. I do want to swatch this one as well because this one it's definitely more orange. It's almost more orange than it is any, yeah, definitely more peach. I don't really notice a ton of pink in this. So if you're more of a peachy orange color, then Hot Mama from theBalm would be for you. I love theBalm. I think that the wear of all of their items are great. I think they're a little bit extra money. I consider them higher end, but I think that anything from theBalm is worth it. I have never been disappointed by anything from theBalm. Then I'm just going to throw this in here. This is from Bombshell. I got this in an Ipsy bag. I don't know if you would consider this higher end or not. I do because I don't have access to Bombshell unless I order online, which to me is higher end. It's not easily accessible, and it is a little more expensive. I think these are retail for like $12. So this is Sweet Cheeks. I'm not going to swatch this one. Very, very pink though. You have to have a light hand when you use this. For sure, you have to be very careful. So I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I feel like it's a little bit too much. So it has great pigmentation though, great wear, but it is pink. Then I have got from Lancome. This is the Beach Subtle Shimmer Mandarin Sky. Whoa, say that 3 times fast. I got this a long time ago. It is very peachy, very shimmery. Love this though. I don't normally buy Lancome. I think I got like a free set or something when I bought something. I don't know where I even got this, but I've had it for a long time. It is really pretty. Every now and then when I'm feeling like extra special, I pull it out. I'm like, let's use my Lancome blush. I feel so like, I don't know, special when I use it. I don't know why, but it is very, very pretty. It does have a mirror inside this, which is always nice. Like, none of my other blushes have a mirror. My Nars do, but like none of my MACs do, so I feel kind of special when it has a blush in it. So that is my one Lancome blush. I have 2 from Laura Geller. This one is the Blush and Brighten in Apricot Berry. Gorgeous. I love these marbleized blushes. Laura Geller is known for having very pigmented blushes though. Both the 2 that I have from her are very, very pigmented, pretty dark, but this is awesome. I love it. I like to just swirl my brush around in there and get a really nice color. Then I have from Laura Geller as well the Mauve Mocha Latte. This is one of her baked impression blushes. So this is what it looks like. I am going to swatch this one because it is super mocha-y. Just really, really awesome. Kind of like a mauve. Isn't that? Yeah, that's in the name. Just kidding. I didn't come up with that. It is called Mauve Mocha Latte. Please, these names, too much for me. So, very mauve-y colored. One of my only mauve colored, like this is very unique compared to all my other blushes, so I love that. Then the last 2 I have are both from Nars. This is a little duo in Hungry Heart and Orgasm. So I will, actually I don't think there's any point in, yeah. Hungry Heart, oh gosh, is right there. It's just it's almost like an illuminizer or a highlighter per se instead of a blush, but it comes in here, so I had to show it to you. So that's Hungry Heart, and then this is Orgasm, which is pretty well known, I would say, in the blush world. Pretty popular, yeah, a lot of people like this. I think it's kind of light, like right there was like 3 or 4 little swatches to try to build it up so you could see it, but I like Orgasm. I like Nars as far as the smooth feeling, the smooth formula. I think it's pretty, so that's Orgasm right there. As you can see, very light compared to some of these darker blushes. And then the other one I have is called Outlaw from Nars. This is very dark, like, please, very, very dark. I am going to go ahead and swatch this as well so that you can see. This pulls almost red, like it is so, yeah, right there. You could definitely tell if you've been watching this whole video, you can tell that compared to any of the swatches I've done so far that is very, very red. I like Outlaw, but I don't like Outlaw. I have a love-hate relationship with it. Some days I just feel like that's what I want, and then some days I'm like, I can't do this. This is too crazy. So, and Nars is very expensive, in my opinion, compared to some of the drugstore stuff you can get, which I think some of them are comparable with how they work and how they last. So, it just depends on what you are able to afford and what you want to spend. So, that is my higher end blush collection. Like I told you at the beginning, I have a little bit of a blush obsession. This is just my higher end. Go ahead and look forward to my second part. I will have that linked below once it's up, but this video is gonna go up first, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.